we got to stop acting like it's asking a man why he's not married is like asking a woman why she's not fucking. And the why it's silly is because she controls access to sex. Any woman up here can get anytime they want to. Any man up here can go get married whenever the fuck we want to. So it's not like when people ask that question, it's just because they're trying to use, well, if you're not married, we shouldn't listen to you, as if we don't have some sort of other referent power base that we can draw from. Like me, I've been married before, I know how it goes. And then now I can get married whenever I want to because I've done the work to be able to command that type of commitment from women. So when people ask these questions, like logically it's not sound, but it's one of those more emotional things. Like, and it's cool. Like I understand. It's a lot of emotional men out here that feel like because they're not the men we're talking about, or they're not the men we're talking to, or they can't have these same viewpoints that we have, then they get mad. So that's why they ask questions like that, big dog.
It's gay to ask that question if you're
It's
a man.
fuck.
Like, why you not? What do you mean why I'm not married? Because I don't want to be married. Like, we get married when we want to get married. It's that simple. Like,
Well, I do want to say this. Do you guys really think that all men have that choice?
Not
men,
not everybody. I know we do.
All men that women want do. So, like, again, we don't give a shit about the niggas that's going around here dick dry. The incels don't have access to women. They don't matter. Like, but those are the people that ask these questions, though. Because the men that women want don't ask questions like this because we just understand, like, well, yeah, I can go get married when I want to. It's not difficult. Again, the only thing harder than getting pussy, easier getting pussy is getting a glass of water. Like, and for a guy that a woman want, only thing easier, second thing after that is getting married because it's not hard for us to do. You know how many women out here want to be saved, who want to be wives, and who are looking for like the guys that other women want to marry them and they'll conform to? So it's not realistic to ask that question. That's why Mont said it's gay.
I can understand a girl saying that because she just don't understand. But like,
no, it's a dude that was raised by a single mother asked that question.
Let me get some of the women to chime in on that. What are you ladies feeling about it?
Oh, bitch! I just got this phone.
For me, I'm not married because I was in a relationship for. I'm just putting myself out there because I'm not going to speak for nobody else. I don't know their situations, and everybody's reason as to why they're not married, including on this panel and around the world, is different. So I just speak from my personal experience. It's not that we're not able to get married or haven't been proposed or haven't had those situations. Maybe we're just in the process of continuing to learn ourselves, our partners, and who the hell are you to determine when we're supposed to be married or not? Are you married? Whoever posed the question. So it's not whether we have the opportunity to be married or not. It's where we are in our life and if marriage fits that. So me particularly, I'm not married right now as of August 27, 2025, because I ended a relationship that was best on both of our terms because we weren't growing. Now, if we wanted to just have a single podcast about me and my 17-year relationship and why that failed, we can do that. But I wasn't going to continue to give and dedicate another 17 years to something that I knew wasn't going anywhere for a multitude of reasons. So I could have been married in 2008, if we want to be honest. So marriage wasn't necessarily, I'm not going to say it wasn't the end goal. We had issues that I thought we were going to work out and work past and get towards that point. We also had children as well. So there were just a lot of things that happened within a relationship and a course. And once marriage was definitely not on the table or the continuation of us reestablishing our relationship, why the hell are we together? It's not for the benefit of our children. That's going to disservice them. So it's best if we just separate, learn what we did wrong, and wish for the best. But I'm not going to marry anybody just to say I'm a wife and I'm fucking miserable, or I'm making that person miserable because I haven't learned what I needed to learn to even be a wife. But hey, I got a ring. You ain't doing a goddamn thing. So learn who you're supposed to be as an individual, learn what you want, and then try to conform as much as you can with your partner and have a successful relationship before you even try to get into a marriage. So again, it's not that we're not married because we can't. We're minding our business, and maybe you should mind your own. I'm a digress.
Yeah,
I think I'm not.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I'm not, or I don't think I'm. I think I'm.
Well, I wasn't asking for you guys' personal experiences, so I mean that wasn't the thing. It was just speaking in general.
In general, I think, and I include myself in this group. I wasn't picky enough or discerning enough or associating when I was younger. And I think a lot of women too, they prioritize the wrong thing. And then we find ourselves with men who are speaking with their actions and everything else that they are not ready to be married, and we waste time with those people. Or a lot of women think it's better for me to establish myself because they think I need to be, just in case, you know, I find myself as a single mother, I need to establish myself. So they prioritize careers, or they prioritize themselves, being independent, and they're not thinking or even choosing men who are marriage oriented.
All right. I got another video I want to kind of get into. Let me get to these super chats right quick. LD, did I read this one already? This dude really don't know what he's talking about.
Cam up, G.
Freedom Flow TV 199. Girl with the prison tattoos on her chest. Wild. Aisha, trying to tell you, 1999. Men copying women's standards is just weak. Is that what you were speaking about, Ian?
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying.
It's still silly. Just because she just paid to say it. You said it for free.
Ekanay, $2 says a woman older than 22 still learning yourself. Sure, you'd be surprised how many people. You got some. A lot of people make.
I just
still
feel
make
like
mistakes.
you can learn yourself as much as you can by yourself, but it's not the same learning you're gonna have when you're committed to a man. Like, it's just not gonna be the same knowledge. The moment you make that commitment to sacrifice yourself and to build with a man, like, who you were when you were single doesn't even matter. So I feel like when people use that, well, I'm still learning it's kind of, to me, a cop-out.
That just means they still in a hoe phase. I'm trying to discover myself. I'm trying to find myself. She's still being a hoe. Like, she's not done hoeing. She don't want to get married.
That's facts. However, I do think that I know, at least for me, the older I got and the more I learned from the relationships I've been in, you just start to learn who you are. You know, now if you don't take the time, if you just jump from relationship to relationship, you'll never learn. You'll never know. But you really start to learn who you are, what you want, the traits you want in a partner. But you also learn, like, yo, this is what I want to be able to give a partner. This is what I have to offer. Like, so, you know, a lot of us, you know, it takes time to learn that sometimes, because we can be in a relationship with somebody that brings the worst out of you for whatever reason. You pick somebody you're not compatible, and you just, you know, so.
It took me till I was a strong 35, 36 before I realized what I needed or what I wanted from a woman. Because before that, I was just like, you know, pretty, funny, you know, that's nasty, you know, all of that. That's pretty all I thought I needed. Yeah. But then after I had somebody that was all of that shit and still was like, no, this ain't it. I realized that, you know, I need someone that I can travel with, that I can take out in public, that I can grow with, that has the same views on finances as I do, stuff like that, right? So, you know, we figure it out later, but once we do figure it out, that's when we typically, like, you don't have to worry about, you know, having, you know, be a repeat offender, you know, in divorce court.